Welcome back to the show. We got another great one lined up, and Ripple Swell is underway, and the Real USD is operationally live, ready to go. What else is needed? We've got that and so much more, and Ripple reveals the exchange partners for Real USD as well. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, we are $2.44 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 2%. 67,400 plus for Bitcoin. It's on the move. 3.1 in the last 24 hours and 2.3 of that in the last hour. The market is waking up, ladies and gentlemen. 2,600 plus for Ethereum right now. 119 billion plus market cap for Tether. USD 34 billion plus. XRP 54 cents at the number 7 spot. We're up 0.7 on the 24. 3.1 up on the 7-day. Look at the range of price. Between 53 and 55 cents. We are coming back to the top range right now, and the market is getting really sporty out here. So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. Let me tell you what else is going to happen. It's John Deaton is going to be debating Senator Elizabeth Warren tonight for the first time. It is one of two debates. The first debate tonight. The next one is October 17th. I have on my profile exactly where you can go watch it live. Do not miss the opportunity. Now, with that being said, I do want to remind people that John Deaton didn't ask any of us if we needed somebody to come help fight the fight. He just came. So let's do the same for him. John Deaton for Senate.com. Go donate what you can. $5, $10, $20, $25, whatever it is, $100, $1,000. If you have it, look, you know where we're at here. We are too close to let off the gas. We need to get her removed because she is the anti-crypto general. She isn't serving the good people of Massachusetts. She's serving the big banks and the big pharma. We have to do something, and the only way we can do it, because we don't live there, we can't vote for John, but we can donate to John. That's what we need to do. And I wish John all the best, but he is going to dismantle Senator Warren like she has never been. Larry Fink from BlackRock says the role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically. Listen.
The role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically. So if we can create more acceptability, more transparency, more analytics related to these assets, then it will be expanded. But I truly don't believe it's a function of regulation, of more regulation, less regulation. I think it's a function of liquidity, transparency, and then through that process, no different than when you years ago when we started the mortgage market, years ago in the high yield market. So it started off very slow, but it built as we built better analytics and data, and then through better analytics and data, more acceptance and a broadening of the market. And
I totally get that, and I get what he's saying there. All I have to say to that is, that's great, Larry, but you better get the CCP and Wang Zhang out of Ethereum first. Then you can start talking about all the great stuff you're going on about. Meanwhile, who's excited? Ripple Swell 2024 is underway in Miami. This is what it looked like when they were getting everything set up here. It looks amazing. And more importantly, they have some incredible speakers participating at this event. And we're going to show you some news here in just a second. But let's make sure we understand what this is all about. Let's get it.
Welcome to the 8th annual Ripple Swell.
There you have it. It's underway, ladies and gentlemen. And let's level set. We know that Kamala Harris' campaign just came out and says she will ensure crypto investors benefit from a regulatory framework so that black men and others in this market are protected. So obviously that was a political stance where she's trying to position to get some voters back that she feels like she's losing, speaking to one particular part of the country, right? So not really what we needed to hear, but yet that is the most positive comment on crypto we have heard. Now, I can't read that article to you because there was also another area of industry that has dealt with a lot of regulatory issues and legal issues. I'm sure you could guess what it is. And she also talks about being able to get that changed on a federal level too. So we'll see what happens. We also know BRICS has struck a deal to settle international trade in national currencies, taking a direct shot at the dominance of the U.S. dollar. But India says they will not be ditching the dollar in the same respect that other BRICS members are. I just want to be clear about that, but it doesn't change the fact that this is a big deal. BRICS added new members like Iran and the UAE. Keep that in mind as we know that BRICS is building a multi-currency system to dodge swift sanctions and to weaken dollar control. We also know this. The AED stablecoin is the first issue of the Dirham peg stablecoin. This is exciting. This is happening in the UAE. And the central bank of the UAE principally approved this to happen. This is massive, ladies and gentlemen, that the central bank of the UAE, in principle, approval to launch and establish its own currency, the AE coin, under Payment Token Services Regulation, and it cites all the information. Now, what do we know? What we know is that the UAE same central bank that approved that AED stablecoin has already classified XRP as a bridge currency in the UAE, and Ripple also just recently became the first blockchain-based company licensed by the DFSA in Dubai, receiving an in-principle license as well. So things are coming together as we see the Swell event taking place. And why is that so important? Well, we're going to get into it. A new campaign has jumped off also, not only in the UK, which we covered a couple days ago, but you can see here DC's Union Station has huge Ripple advertisements coming out with Ripple Swell and the new campaign that they're taking on. You can feel it coming. And this was some of the pictures right here from the event. You could see this Fiona Murray right there and others talking, the event place where they're having Swell, Brad Garlinghouse talking to people, and we see the logo there. It is exciting times. It's exciting times because as today welcomes the 8th annual Swell by Ripple conference as major industry professionals attend, it is expected that Ripple will announce the real USD stablecoin will move into live production for official commercial use. Now, we're still waiting to get that announcement, but there is some validity that we may just get that announcement. Ripple's stablecoin is operationally ready as the firm named the exchange partners, market makers, and advisory board for Real USD. The firm is now waiting for regulatory approval from the NYDFS, according to Ripple's president, Monica Long. Shout out to you, Monica. And looking here, we see Ripple Labs named exchange partners and market makers for its Real USD gearing up for the public rollout. Now, we know that this is going to start with commercial use. Ripple named exchange and market maker partners for its upcoming dollar peg stablecoin, the Real USD. And this is what we know right here. The firm also added ex-Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation FDIC chair Sheila Bair, David Puth, the former CEO of Center, a consortium which set standards for USDC, to the advisory board for its stablecoin, along with Chris Larson as well. Now, Ripple is an enterprise-focused blockchain service closely related to XRP Ledger. The firm partnered with the exchanges Bitstamp, Bitso, Bullish, remember Bullish, Tom Farley, remember that? CoinMena, Independent Reserve, MoonPay, and Uphold, shout out to Uphold, for distributing the Real USD at the start, while crypto trading firms KeyRock and B2C2 will serve as market makers for the token. Bullish is the parent company of CoinDesk. The firm is waiting for regulatory approval from NYDFS and for public rollout of the Real USD. President of Ripple Labs, Monica Long, said in an interview with CoinDesk, from our side, we are operationally ready, Long added. The announcement comes after Ripple laid out plans earlier this year, as we know, to attack the stablecoin market and to get a presence there, and the rest of it is all good news as well. We know the rest of it, right? Well, what I want to say to this is that you know that Bullish Platform and Company is involved with being a part of this and making markets and listing the real USD. And this is super exciting to me, ladies and gentlemen. Super, super exciting to me because they're the parent company of CoinDesk. The mood's about to change on Ripple. CoinDesk used to be the biggest FUD in the world when it came to Ripple XRP and certainly now the USD. All of that's about to change, I guarantee you. Look who's on the real USD Ripple Advisory Board. As I said here, it's David Puth and Sheila Bair, former FDIC. And obviously Chris Larson as well joined the advisory board. Ripple, the leading provider of digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions, announced as exchange partners and customers for the real USD, enterprise-grade solution, USD-denominated stablecoin created with trust, liquidity, compliance at its core. Through strategic partnerships, RLUSD will be available globally for institutions and users on major global exchanges and platforms, including the ones that we mentioned moments ago. So I am super excited. Sheila Bair, just as a reminder, twice named by Forbes magazine as the second most powerful woman in the world. She is perhaps the best known as the chair of the FDIC from 2006 to 2011. The FDIC is a United States government corporation supplying deposit insurance and depositors in American commercial banks and savings banks. So that's what you have there. Now, with that being said, remember, Monica Long mentioned they are waiting for approval from the NYDFS right here. The firm is waiting regulatory approval from the NYDFS. Don't forget that the NYDFS is also speaking at Swell this time. So we should hear something in the next few days. Hopefully, if there's anything to learn from it, we will keep our eyes open at that as that goes. And don't forget this. While all of these things are happening, and by all of these things, what I mean is this. We have Ripple Swell event, the real USD pending live launch, BRICS coalition, right? New multi-currency platform entering the world, an election happening in 21 days or so. U.S. Republic restoration, let's hope so. $36 trillion in debt-soaked USA, yeah. And don't forget, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson are also going to be speaking at the Federal Reserve while all of that is happening, and we're waiting for the real USD to launch. That's where I'm going to leave it. What do you think's coming? I can't wait to read the comments. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.